Yeah, baby. Come on.
What's going on, young lady?
Happy month of April to you, Joey.
Happy April. Spring is in
There
the
you go.
air. How about that? I think spring's really still got a little fall kicking them. JR, firstborn.
Firstborn.
Always first to show up. Firstborn is always the first to show up. How about that?
Hey,
What's
hey,
going on?
hey.
What's going on, young man?
Nothing much. I'm just taking a break before I go do some yard work.
What kind of yard work you
Good for
aerating?
you. Good for you.
So, I just bought some new plants, so I put them in the ground. Gonna go ahead and water them.
What's the temperature there, man? You got to be in the 30s. I'm in the 30s.
That's like 40 something.
The ground's still a little too cold, man, to put in the dirt.
I know. I got them in the garage now.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I turned the ground over yesterday. Good Friday. I always supposed to break the ground on Good Friday. Really, some people plan on Good Friday. Just said, BJ's in the house. What's up, BJ? Kay got her firstborn. I got my firstborn. We firstborn down.
Yeah, about to say that, girl. Uh-huh.
VJ, what's going on?
Hey. So, can you hear me?
Yeah, can see you too. How about that? 2 for 1.
So, unsurprisingly, I am working on the paper.
Oh, you work papers again, VJ? Are there ever no papers?
No, there's not. I saw a tweet that said I didn't want to work a 9 to 5, so I joined so I went to grad school, and now I work 24/7. Yeah, but I just wanted to say hi, and I'm gonna moonwalk out of here pretty quick because I have to finish this paper.
Well, hang out with us a little bit, baby.
And thank you all so much for your input on my other paper. The professor really liked it, so yeah.
What are you getting your degree in?
A PhD in history.
What are you gonna do with that? Are you like trying to do archaeology type stuff or instruct?
Part of I sort of want to teach, but I also really want to rethink the ways that we frame history. We teach it incorrectly as far as I'm concerned. And I also think that if historians got more involved in politics, we could be a little more aware of how the lessons of our political past inform our political present and can change our political future. But I know that no one's going to vote for me if I run for office. So I want to be like an advisor to a white man that people would vote for, because this is America.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first of all, it's possibility someone would vote for you.
Yeah, because we would. Now, the question is, how many votes do you need? That you said some people will vote for you now. They will vote for you.
Well, before I would get people to vote for me, I would work to abolish the Electoral College because it is based in slavery. But that's a whole other finger of justice pointing to the sky issue.
To the sky.
That'll never happen because you need 2/3 of the states to ratify.
Yep.
And all the Republican states will never let that happen because you'll never have a Republican president again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That is
so what we need to do is like the radical left, like myself, we need to move out to the suburbs and turn those areas blue, which is what's happening in Texas. Because if you watch the demographic shift in Texas, the college elites and all the, fancy liberal elites that Republicans don't like have started moving out to the suburbs into different areas and flipping different districts blue. And so that's why Beto was so close to winning. And so maybe I think in either the next or the next presidential election, we'll see Texas go blue. I think that.
That's typical Texas. Kay, what do you have? Kay, what do you?
Yeah. I mean, look at Georgia. Georgia used to be.
We was red.
Yeah. So we just need, but also I just love electoral politics. So who knows? But right now, I really like studying my stuff, and I just had my committee meeting. So next semester, I'm going to I'm done with coursework, and now I'm prepping for the big exam, and then I'll start on my dissertation.
Well, and then what time frame is that?
So I have one more year before my exam, so that'll be the spring of 2022, and then I will begin working on my dissertation in the fall of 2022.
Wow! But I think JR's question, ultimately, you want to be a professor or do you want to go into a private? You want to go into a private sector?
I do want to be a professor, and I kind of want to see if, and I'm working on getting a teaching certificate as well, because I kind of want to see if I can restructure the way that we teach history in public schools.
A lot of certificate will give you more options.
Yeah, and a lot of my work has been focused on public history and digital history. So and apparently in like the academic circles, knowing how to talk to people and present and speak is a marketable skill. So
I think you'll do fine. I think all of you. I think you'll do fine. I think Jalen coming into college now, and Mackenzie coming out. I think you guys are laying some pretty good foundation for everybody to jump behind. Steve Gladney, man, welcome. Good morning, Steven. And JR, show us your face this morning. I know you're not shaved in the room, but we family, man. Just come on up, man. Let's see you good looking. Let's see you good looking guys. But the focus right now, man, we're going to be talking about Easter. So, man, remembering Easter, the Easter egg hunt, the thing that you when you think about Easter, what is it? Was it the Easter egg hunt? Was it the dresses? Was it the speeches on Sunday morning?
I mean, the Easter I most remember isn't like a great memory, so I don't want to bring down the vibe, you know?
So like Simone has one of those too. That would give us one that not so much that it brings down the vibe. Was there a dress, your favorite dress, a speech?
Well, that's kind of what it was. You're a man, so I get it that Easter is a wonderful time for you. But for Easter Sunday, for me, it always meant the hot comb comes out, and this is back when we had the hot comb on the stove. So it would, you'd heat it up with the fire, and then when it turns red, that's when it's time. So Easter isn't really like a, Aunt Kay knows what I'm talking about.
I tell you what.
Did Grandma Gladney ever
in the past, not any longer, there'll be two types of clothing. There'll be your school clothes, which is Easter clothes, and then your play clothes. They're not the same.
Mm-hmm.
And in Easter, we had all these rules that you got to wear the little bonnet on your hat on your head, and you got to wear the frilly dresses,
and you have to wear the stockings.
Yes, and was color coded. Yes, we had to dress up for Easter. Yes. Mm-hmm. And I had mixed feelings about it because you're pretty for one day, and then you go back to regular clothes. Mm-hmm.
Also, it's not fair because the boys got to run around and play, and we had to sit still in those pretty dresses.
I know, but the history tells us that the women and the men were treated differently.
Mm.
Yes, and the men had less restrictions. And VJ, I felt it because I had 8 brothers and 1 sister, and my brother used to play rough. And when I try to play with them, my mama got upset with me. And I don't know why.
Well, now it's time to let girls play rough too.
Oh, well, I don't like playing rough. I like to play well.
That's fair.
And then I'm learning, I'm changing my way of thinking, and I'm going less gender-based.
Snaps.
Yeah, less gender.
Yes, gender is a gender.
A gender limits people's thinking.
Yes,
it does.
Yes, it does. The gender binary is a construct.
Okay, so Vija, so you didn't have the best Easter memories because of the being a little girl and the dresses and stuff. So could elaborate.
And I feel like y'all knew this when I started reading the autobiography of Malcolm X, but by forcing me to straighten my hair, we were subscribing to Western or to European beauty standards when my crunchy curly hair is just as pretty as the straight and wavy. And as a woman, I should have the choice to go by either. And dressing up super pretty for Easter does not mean I have to have wavy, beautiful, straight hair. But I wasn't thinking all this when I was 7. The dress and the stockings were itchy. I was not a radical feminist when I was 7. I just didn't like to get all dressed up.
Okay, Gina Bina, welcome. Simone, welcome. We're talking about Easter, your fondest or memories of growing up on Easter Sunday. Gina, Gina? Take us back to being a child and growing up, and what was your Easter experience?
I think mine was pretty, I caught the back end of some of the conversations here, but it sounds like mine was pretty similar. Um, Trying to like go out shop for an Easter dress that you could wear to church on Sunday. But believe it or not, the Easter season is one of my favorite holidays. Actually, one of my favorite times, and and I don't know. I think it's because like spring comes in, the flowers are blooming, the sun starts coming out, it gets warm in the afternoons, cool in the mornings, and it's not like I feel Christmas has this like prolonged build up. Like, you know, Easter comes, everybody's really happy. There's like a family dinner, you got a nice dress, and then you kind of moved on, right? Like it just happened. And I have not carried on that tradition with DJ, mainly because I'm just too lazy of a parent to care enough about getting a new Sunday outfit. And nowadays, you know, like when we go to church, you just wear jeans. So it's not as big of a deal. But yeah, that would be it. Easter Sunday dinner and a new dress. And I actually remember Grandma Gladney one year giving me an Easter dress. She had brought dresses for all her grandchildren. They were all the same color. And she laid them out on her couch and she let us pick which one we wanted. And it seemed so like, I remember at the time thinking like, but now that I think about it, like they fit, like there was a lot of thought and intentionality that went behind it. Like it fit perfectly, which means she had done some legwork in the background. It was a lavender dress.
Wow, that's deep right there, man. Grandmother Gladney, because we know her for picking up the suits, the leisure suits. That's our experience. Let's go to Simone. Simone, do you have an Easter story for us?
Hello, family. How's everybody today? First of all,
Good morning.
Doing well.
I know everyone's on mute, but Joe and I had a really long conversation about this last night and about Easter. Because unlike Gina, it's kind of my least favorite. And I tell you why. I was telling him that for me, Easter was all religious. I grew up in a very religious household, and we did the whole 40 days, 40 nights fasting, no meat, Holy Week. Oh my gosh, it was so holy. And I was a really young child. Many of you know that I'm Jamaican, so it was the tropics. It wasn't about springtime or anything like that. We only had one season. But for me, in dealing with the crucifixion and the mournfulness and all of that, and my grandmother was a preacher, and I was a grandma's baby, there was no getting around any of that. And for me as a child, it was so traumatic that when I think of Easter, I still kind of flinch a little bit. Now, when I moved to Brooklyn at age 11 and I saw Easter in America, it's like, wow, it's actually fun here. You know, people have fun. It's about the pretty dress and the hat and everything. And that wasn't it for me. So seeing that gave me a different perspective, but that early life I had with Easter, just that was already cemented. So I still kind of flinch a little bit. I liked Easter Sunday though, because it was all over. And I know that probably sounds bad. Please don't judge me. But I like that it was over. We could finally have a feast. And Easter Monday was a holiday for us in Jamaica, and we'd have a fair, and then we could finally have fun again. So that's what I remember about Easter. I hope I wasn't too long.
No, that's it. And Simone and we sat down and we talked about that. I said because we grew up, and the guys, the ones that just joining, we're talking about our Easter Sunday. What does Easter mean to us, and your most fondest of our memory about Easter? And so we're sharing today about this Sunday, Coach Sunday's Resurrection Sunday, and yesterday was a Good Friday. And so Simone, she has her background was she was with her grandmother and was in church all the time. And so we're talking about now, what is that experience? Thanks again, Simone. And let's go to the firstborn, Ronald Carmichael. JR, talk about that experience growing up in Easter weekend for you.
Well, Easter really hasn't been nothing fancy for me at all, to use one of my mom's words. But one thing I did as I got older and we took our kids over to the White House Easter egg things, we went to two of them before while President Obama was in. And one memory I have is when Michelle Obama was walking by giving everyone high five. And Jalen was all excited and she stuck her hand out there. And Michelle Obama, she's just sitting there, everybody wasn't really paying attention. Well, she skipped over Jalen. And Jalen screamed, "What the heck?" And I just remember the Secret Service agents just all kind of looked over at Jalen. And Michelle Obama came back and she said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, baby." And she gave Jalen a little hug. And then we moved on. But I remember telling Jalen, I was like, "Hey, you can't be yelling at the first lady like that." You see this big Asian dude. You see that dude right there? That like little stiffness to him? That's a shotgun in his pants. So like, you yelling at the president's wife is not cool. But Jalen really enjoyed the White House events, and it sucked, Trump kind of let it go away. I'm hoping Joe Biden brings it back next year. But one thing I always wondered, maybe you guys can answer, when in the world did us, and I say us, I mean the black people, start wearing highlighter suits to church? When did that become a thing? I know women always wear those giant hats in church, but the highlighter suits I'm seeing now on Facebook of people posting, what they're going to be wearing tomorrow is so extreme.
What's a highlighter? Wait, what's a highlighter suit?
Bright orange, bright lime green.
Let's ask your Uncle Leo. And I'm glad because he started out with leisure suits. Him and Steve. See, that's the thing they started. I think Leo and Steve continue that tradition. And now they're wearing those high yellow suits, purple suits with the purple gaiters, the purple necktie, and the purple hat. Steve, go ahead, man. Talk about growing up with that leisure suit, man, and having that speech ready for Easter. What was your memory, Steve, when coming to Easter Sunday?
Easter Sunday is a day of rest. No working on the farm. Everything is paused. Mama is at her strength. Everybody, lottie-dottie, everybody's going to church except for our father. So that's the day that we will put on our black shoes, patent leather shoes, rub some Vaseline on it to get it to shine up, and then put some Vaseline on our lips and on our elbows and get on that church bus. The church gave us our version of the Easter egg hunt.
Oh, yeah, Steve. Oh,
so
yeah.
What we did was, like Kay said, you Gladney's bind together. Put all y'all eggs in one basket. And they would count the eggs for the children who had the biggest win of finding the eggs. So, of course, we're going to come through strong. And I have a distinct memory of the Fullers catching on. Fannie Mae and them, they put all their eggs in one basket. And then they gave the prize to and because we won so often. I didn't understand that they wanted everybody to be a winner in those days. I was just upset that we did not win.
That was Easter Monday. Remember that? That was Easter Monday.
That's correct. Because after all day church on Sunday,
all day church,
ain't no school on Monday, you're gonna be heavy behind back at that church on Monday, do the Easter egg hunt. Right next, all in the same field where the baptismal pool was.
They got a mission. They built over that now, man. That's it now. Steve, talk about the leisure suits though, man. You had the leisure suit, Steve.
Baby Gina was almost right. Mama went to let's call it a wholesale store. Zayre's, is that what it was, Joey?
Zayre, yeah.
And when she was picking out them dresses for the girls, which ain't too many to buy, because wasn't that many girls.
Gina's the only one.
She bought those leisure suits. There was a brown one, there was a blue one, and
A beige.
yes, yes. So that just meant Stevie, Ronnie, Joey, and what was laid out was the leisure suits. Now you go pick out your color. It's the same. Unlike Gina's story, we had different colors,
Different colors.
but for the same exact make of a leisure suit, looking like Steve Austin on the $6 million Man.
Leisure suit, man. Nylon, gabardine.
And to echo Gina though, my childhood memories of Easter, I did not perpetuate it through my adulthood to my children. Their looks is going to be totally different.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to the assistant superintendent of McLeansville First Baptist Church, Leo Gladney Jr. But no, I'm sorry, Leo. I'm sorry, that's not Leo. I'm sorry, Leo's not there. That is. Let's go to Tamika. Tamika, Steve's oldest child. Let's go, Tamika. Steve said he didn't carry that hiding the Easter egg and getting you to dress. Do you feel deprived somehow?
I can say that my Easters as a child were not deprived at all. They were filled with as much ham and potato salad as one black child's Easter could be filled with. As much marshmallow peeps as one black child's Easter could be filled with. A memorable Easter that I can recall was in Italy. We had these wonderful, wonderful chocolate candies called Kinder Eggs. And around Easter time, they were about 2 feet tall and came with these wonderful toys that you could put together. And me and Aaron both got one. And the toy that you could put together was about 3 feet tall. And I remember eating my fill of chocolate and putting together my toy and having a good old time. So it was a very memorable Easter.
Yeah, and I appreciate you sharing it. It has changed for all of us. I think we grew up traditional, and I think Simone did too. And this new generation, like Gina said, they definitely come to church as they are. How about that? But for me, Easter was that time that Steve is right, man. That church supposed to come all the way to that long dirt road, man. They'd come get us. They take this place called McLeansville First Baptist Church, and we'd have to get on the bus early, and that means we had to go there for Sunday school, and we would have to be there. Sunday school starts like at 9. The bus get there about 8:30. Then Sunday school would go to 11. Then you have to wait. Then church would start at 12, and then would never let out. So we were in church all day long. And so that was our only mode of transportation. They only had one car. And so mama would somehow come later on, I guess. But at that point, when mama come, I think my father would drop off. He wouldn't come into church. But what I remember at Easter is dyeing the eggs. Mama would have these, she'd boil the eggs, and that's when she used food coloring. These are real eggs. These weren't these little plastic eggs. And she'd take the vinegar, and she'd had all these things she used to make cakes with. They were like maybe 10 colors. And she'd put a drop in each little cup, and she'd put the egg in there. And then we would hide them in our front yard, and then around the front yard. We'd have our own Easter egg hunt for our nephews that would be a part of that. So those are tradition things that that I could tell you that we call that now country fun. We didn't have TVs and video games and cell phones, and so we made fun. We loved each other, and we knew each other, and so. But was it traditional? Do I miss it? Yeah, I miss some of that. I do, and but just wanted to just see what you guys were thinking today about Easter, And Gina, let's go to you. This is your brand. You have DJ, and you've got a different life now with family. How are you spending Easter this weekend?
We're gonna have a movie night tonight and watch Godzilla versus King Kong, and then we will likely go to church tomorrow. And I did start an Easter tradition with DJ. I did not think about it until Tamika said this. I do buy him Peeps every year, marshmallow Peeps, because you only get them at this time of the year. And so I'll give him some Peeps tomorrow.
What are Peeps?
I don't understand how you don't know what Peeps are.
I've been peeping again. I can't see anything.
You definitely know what Peeps are. I would receive just like 4 or 5. Well, I guess the girls and I, but I took them all. A bunch of boxes of Peeps for Christmas. There's those marshmallow.
The marshmallow. Okay, the little
rabbit.
Okay, I'm just thinking, man. I'm just trying to say hip. I'm still trying to get my Yeezys going a little bit.
Or are they ducks?
I thought they're little rabbits. They're the little rabbits. The little bunnies. The little bunnies. Right, Gina?
Yep. And so he'll get a box of those tomorrow. And then we used, and then Tamika also made me think that for a while I was cooking a dinner.
Wow.
But I have since, we'll still have dinner, but I think I've backed away a little bit from ham and potato salad. So it'll be like pot roast mashed potatoes, but something similar, Tamika.
And you know what? I commend you and I applaud you. You're creating your own tradition for your family, and that's what's important. Is how you from the lens for what you see it, how you see the holiday for you. Let's go to your cousin. Let's go back to cousin Tamika. Are you cooking for Steve? Steve, I know Steve. He's probably cooking for everybody. What are you doing, Tamika, this Sunday? How are you celebrating Easter?
We are having, again, ham and potato salad. Can't go wrong with it.
Okay, it's okay. Let me ask you. Are you shortcutting on? Are you shortcutting on me a little bit? Is it honey baked ham? Are you glazing it? Are you got the pineapples on? You putting it in the oven? Who's doing the ham? Who's cooking the ham?
That would be my mother.
Man,
my job is to eat and wear stretchy pants.
Sound like we definitely can relate to that here at our house. Steve, you're not cooking? Because Steve, you got the Bill Gladney and you like to cook. So is Janella doing all the cooking? What is the menu on Sunday?
Janella is doing 100% of the cooking, and we're hosting a dinner, sharing with her sister who lives next door to us. So her sister and her sister's son will be joining us for Easter dinner.
Wow.
And to answer your question, that's a honey baked ham. Ain't nobody putting the stuff up in the oven like they used to.
You put that big pine. See, you put that. You know, Mama used to put the pineapple on the ham.
Yeah, with toothpicks.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Steve. That was back in the day. I think
she would glaze it like every 15 to 30 minutes.
Man.
And for a ham to stretch to feed all of us, that was a big ass ham.
And that was the real ham.
That's an entire pig, huh?
That was Bill Gladney. That was straight off the farm. That wasn't no going to somewhere and getting some stuff.
Right. We did not go to Kroger's or Giant Eagle, none of them grocery stores. We went to the backyard, killed ourselves. We put the guts in a pan after they cut the head off, and then that was in we ate real food.
Yeah.
Did not know that was the best way of eating.
Didn't know it.
We were rolling our eyes at that stuff. The potatoes that made the potato salad came out of our garden.
And guys, and that's Sunday, man. And we'll elaborate. Let me go to Merrill. Let's talk to JR, man. He's got a beautiful family, and I just want to find out, what are you guys doing traditionally this Sunday? What is Easter like in your household? This weekend?
So we will be doing snow crab bags, boil bags.
Rich,
So no one's
Rich.
cooking anything except for the people in the restaurant we're ordering our food from. And Jalen's actually going to hang out with one of her friends tonight because she's kind of done with us. She's doing her own thing now. She's a young woman. Vanessa's going to be going to church tomorrow morning with one of her friends up the street. And so me and Winique will be at the house. Or shock the world and go to the church down the street. We haven't decided yet.
You
But
got your suit. What you wearing, dude? You got your suit? You got your suit, man? What's up, man?
not that dude. I got 4 suits. I got a blue, a black, a tan.
Get that
and
purple one. That purple one. Tell the truth. You got the purple suit.
I ain't got purple. But yeah, we'll see. But actually, the church we were thinking about going to is kind of like what Gina mentioned. Just come as you are. But with it being Easter, I don't know if people are going to try and dress up or not. So I might just do khakis and a polo, or I might wear a suit. Who knows? But bottom line is, no, we're not cooking anything. We'll be having some seafood for tonight, anyways.
Okay. Let's take the game to Philly. Let's take the game to Philly. Dave cooking, you cooking. BJ, what's happening, man? This is Easter Sunday. What's Easter Sunday like in your house tomorrow?
Well, if I can get this paper done, we're going to leave today to go to Dave's parents' house. I'm not sure what his mom's cooking, but I'm gonna try to help cook. I've actually gotten a lot better at cooking. I have improved a lot. I can make edible food that is
That's important. That's important.
That will not make anybody sick.
That's more important.
And I'm really good at mashed potatoes. I make some mean mashed potatoes. So
okay, this is what you do. This
you
is
have
what you
to
do.
try those out.
Yeah.
Potatoes. What do you do? Boil water and
Hey, there's a lot more to mashing potatoes than you would think, because there are you've tasted some bad mashed potatoes.
You still ain't. So you boil in water. You're gonna add the flakes from the box, a little bit of salt.
Oh
No, there's no flakes. There are no flakes. I peel the potatoes and then chop the potatoes and then boil water and throw them in. You have to salt it correctly. You make sure you add, I don't understand. Some people like save some of the starchy water and then pour it back in when you mash. But no, I try to mix up make a little, not really sauce, but butter, some sour cream, some milk, and then pour it in as I mash. So yeah.
Oh, you may know something. Hold on. You may know something. You surprised me on that one. You came through. You came through. Do you mash them or you smash them?
I don't.
You don't put the peels with them?
What?
The potato peel, when you put the extra skin, that's called smashing.
No, I peel the potatoes. I don't.
Okay, so you make mashed potatoes. Okay.
Yes.
But if you're traveling to someone's home for dinner, you always bring something. You always bring something. So you may want to stop and get a pie or bring dessert if you're gonna. That's just this little thing you do, man. That's Southern. I don't know if they do it. I don't know if that's a Northern thing. All right, let's take it to Temple, Texas. Kay Francis, the matriarch of the game. Kay, the nest is empty.
What's up?
The nest is empty. The nest is empty. What you gonna do, girl?
Come on, rock with me, baby. Rock with me.
Come on, what you gonna do, Kay? What you gonna do?
Woo! I'm still in the land of the living.
Love it.
Woo. I am
looking
excited.
fabulous.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Simone, baby. Oh, my little sister.
Oh,
you're so cute.
My big sister, Kay.
I want everybody. I got some news for everybody. Y'all ready? For the month of April, my next billing month, electricity, they owe us. Yeah.
You selling it? I mean, you selling back in. Whoa. Wow.
That's good news. That's good stuff.
I'm about to cry. Oh my God. My average electricity bill is $300 a month. I've been paying. Not a problem. This month, because of the solar.
Y'all need to
What did he say?
You need to turn some lights off. How you bill $300? What y'all doing? Might be that hot tub y'all got in the back.
The
I
hot
got
tub, y'all got. You said the hot. That's that 2 a.m. hot tub. Y'all. That's another conversation. This is a G-rated show. This is a G-rated kind of conversation.
Look, I've been paying that bill so long until it became regular. You know something? Sometimes when you bury weight so long, it becomes normal. So that 300 was a normal bill for me. Not a problem. They got their money. But this month, they said they owe us money.
Yes.
Wow. You got.
So I'm on the green. I'm doing something I never experienced before in my life. Those solar panels are working for us now.
That is great.
That
is great.
Thank you. First month ever, a utility company is paying us.
Mm-hmm.
Now you know what you should do. If this is what you guys should do. If you have a hot water tank, I'd turn that to electric. You more likely you have a hot water heater. I'd convert my hot water heater to electric a heater. Just thoughts.
That is how you take down capitalism. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, using natural resources to make electric energy.
Listen,
I love it. We got to save this planet too.
And what we're going to do, Kate?
I love it.
Okay, we all are going to send you an extension cord. Okay, I'm just going to just drape it across the country. I'm going to plug it right into my TV and let you know. It'll work.
I'm so.
It'll work, man. It'll work.
That's your brother, Sister K. That's your brother.
Oh, look. Hey, Simone. That ain't the first time he said a sentence like that to me. I'm accustomed to.
We all family.
You can handle. You can take him out back.
Ain't nothing wrong. Just plug it in.
Okay, you guys gonna have to get used to me because I'm wearing my hair natural. Ain't nothing in it.
So am I.
And it looks gorgeous.
You look gorgeous.
I love it.
Van, you're natural too.
Okay, you were the reason that I started wearing my hair naturally.
I thought it was me.
When I when I was I forget how old I was, but I think it was like my sophomore, junior year of college. Yeah, because there was one point where you said like you started wearing your hair naturally, and at some point I remember you said something, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do like okay, and so yeah.
It's less maintenance.
It is,
and it shows pride because when you wear your hair natural, you walk, you hold your head up. Beauty parlor, they leave me alone.
Gina, I like your natural look too, Gina.
It looks a mess right now.
Rocking it.
It looks a mess right now because I've just been doing this for the past 2 days because of this paper.
VJ, what's that? What's that you got?
I just
twisted, right?
I just did these little twists. They're not dread.
Yeah, looks great. Yeah. I like it.
Thanks.
It's natural.
I've been natural since I was about 10 years old. And I'm only natural.
Is that when you let the Jerry curl go?
That's right.
Or is there a picture of him with a perm?
Took me to my Aunt Maxine's house with my Jerry curl. My Aunt Maxine made me and my brother wash our hair, get all that curl juice out of there, took us to the barbershop, and chopped it all off.
Let your soul glow.
My mama was so mad, but I thank Maxine to this day for getting that curl in my head.
Well, it looks lovely, JR. I love it.
I like the beard.
Yeah.
Hairline on that Jerry curl.
Mm-hmm.
JR, I feel like you and Kenny's experience with Aunt Maxine is so different from mine.
Man, I got.
What was yours? Gina, you was
our summers in North Carolina with Aunt Maxine and Reggie specifically.
Gina was spoiled, man. Because Gina was the only girl before Tamika, and she was like everybody. Gina got, oh my God, Gina being everybody, Maxine, everybody gloated over Gina. Then Tamika came, and then it was a duo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Tamika, you had a similar experience, didn't you? Like, I don't think we had the same experience JR and Kenny had with Aunt Maxine.
No, not at all.
You just can't say no, not at all. You got to give us. You got to give us some girl.
Our experience is ours and ours alone.
God, you don't take that after your dad. It's your dad. He can't hold water with his head held back. Come on, give it to us. But again, guys, that natural look, Gina. I caught a picture of you on Facebook somewhere where you got your first shot. And you had your hair. I like that. I like it. You had the streak there. Good looking young lady. Good looking young lady.
Oh, tell them we have our first shot on Wednesday, Joe.
Oh no! Before I do that, you have to tell them.
Philly canceled my vaccine appointment.
Hold on. That's not, hold on. We got one more. Simone, you got to talk about your Easter dinner. What are you doing for Easter this season?
I thought you were cooking. I thought you said you were going to cook.
We breaking up. Hold on.
Yeah, you told me that. I'm looking forward to it. That's how I was planning on eating.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you. We got something that's called lamb. I never had lamb before, so it's.
Yeah, I don't know why we have a taste for lamb, but we're gonna try it.
Shouldn't be bad. And all right, so that's Easter for everybody, and now we're going to talk vaccine, the shot, 1, 2 shot. Let's see, Gina. Let's start with you because I see where you posted. Did you receive your first shot?
I got my first shot, and I go get my second one April 19th, and Cedric gets his first shot this Tuesday.
Which one, the Moderna or the J&J or
Pfizer?
Pfizer.
Oh, cool. 94% effective.
Yep.
After 6 months.
No problems after the first shot.
Yeah. That's excellent.
Wow. So now what about DJ? Is he too young or what's going on there? They don't advise the kids that under a certain age get the shot.
So he is too young. Duke is running trials for children under 12 to test the vaccine, but I'm just Black enough that they will not be experimenting on my child right now. We'll wait.
Okay, got you. Let's take the conversation to let's go to Maryland. Let's talk to firstborn JR. JR, give us a vaccine update.
So I got my second shot on the 31st, so I'm fully vaccinated. I got Pfizer. Winique has not got her shot yet. I just convinced her mama to get her shot. She just got her first shot last week. So now Winique feels a little more comfortable. Winique was scared. She sees I didn't grow a third arm, and her mama got the shot. She was fine. So Winique's scheduling to get hers now. She's had the opportunity to get it twice already. She's turned it down both times. But now she's going to go ahead and get scheduled to get her first vaccine shot. And in Maryland, we're only in, I think it's 2 alpha or whatever. So Jalen's going to have to probably wait another month before she can get it. And then, that's pretty much it.
Wow, good stuff. Let's go to the Ohio household. Let's start with Tamika. Tamika, give us your vaccine update.
So my dad and I are scheduled for Wednesday to get our first shot. As far as we know, it is the Pfizer. But of course, that is subject to change once we get there. But we are scheduled to go arm in arm on Wednesday.
Wow. Let me ask you something. Does your dad ride with you or are you driving?
He is driving.
Okay. He's still a boss. I'm trying to see like Rick Ross still a boss. Let's go, Steve. Steve, give it to us, man. Is Tamika, is she dragging you along, or are you saying, let's go, we're going to get this together?
The latter. Come on, let's go. We're going to get this together and get it done.
Yeah, I'm talking
about
right
because Janella has already completed her single shot Johnson & Johnson, or Tamika calls it Janssen vaccination. So Janella's fully vaccinated after her single shot, and she did so
March 11th.
She's telling me in my ear March 11th.
Hi, Janella speak. Janella, how did it go? How did the first shot? How did that J&J go? Everybody wants that J&J.
I had no issues whatsoever. I didn't get a fever. My arm wasn't sore. They gave me my shot. I set aside for 15 minutes, and that was it.
Wow. So now the other down Tamika and Steve now, boy, y'all be ashamed. Y'all be ashamed of yourself, man. What do you okay, we'll go okay. But Wednesday, I'll let Simone tell our date. But that's some good stuff. So you guys will be taking your first shot on Wednesday. And let's take it to Philly. Let's take it to Philly. VJ, what's going on? Give us a vaccine update.
So Dave and I both signed up for an appointment. We were going to go to a place where the city is giving shots, and then our appointment got canceled for no reason, and I don't know what to do about that. And when I told the immediate family group chat, I was accused of making up that story because I didn't want to go to the graduation. But also, no one seemed to be like concerned about the fact that I might not be able to get a vaccine in time /soon. That's a problem. That's a problem. I'm experiencing a problem, and
I didn't comment in that chat. I just don't let y'all go at it. I didn't comment. Notice I didn't comment.
But you did not deny it, so there's that.
Oh, I should have said, baby. Yeah, listen.
That's my story. Dave and I were planning to get the vaccine, and we put in the work to do so, and now we cannot.
You'll have time between now. Graduation May 15th. I'm pretty sure everybody should have full access to it. Probably
yeah, but you have to wait. You have to wait a period of time before you can go do vaccinated stuff. You can't just hop out of the second shot clinic and go to a restaurant. It takes a minute for it to like kick in.
Okay. Well, look at
So I don't know if I want to get on a plane with strangers going to a state where they have actively denied the existence of the disease if I have not been vaccinated. And I understand that like we all want to go to the graduation, but I also think that is an important concern that I feel is valid in some way, shape, or form.
I will tell you this right here.
Thanks,
grown people make grown decisions. That's all. And so I can't persuade you to do to go or stay. I'm just telling you, you're grown. You're grown. So whatever you do, if you go, you're making a grown person's decision. How about that? All right, let me take it.
VJ got one job: take care of your health. That's your job,
yeah.
VJ.
How are you getting it because through Penn or like? How are you able to get it so early?
Penn isn't there's like a partial rollout in Philly where you have to sign up, and there's these like websites that pop up and you have to sign up within like 15 or 20 minutes before all the appointments are filled. Penn has not announced that they have announced that we're going to be back on campus in the fall, and they've sort of announced that they have a plan for vaccines, but they have not established or made it clear that every student will have one, and they have not explained a rollout for those. So I was going to wait, but then Mackenzie's graduating, so I was going to get that. And then I signed up for the thing to try to get the vaccine, and I am unable to do so. So, and that also points to the way that our country's infrastructure and systems to determine and ensure the public health are flawed and broken. But also, I don't know what to do.
Okay. And that takes it to Atlanta. Let's talk to Simone. Simone, give us a vaccine report for you and your family.
Well, there we might have some resources to share with you because there are some national registries that you can sign up for. A friend of mine who actually lives in Maryland sent me a link that I was able to use to get our appointments here in Atlanta, because I've been since last week when they opened it up to everybody. I've been vaccine hunting, and I've been hunting the J&J, but take care of it. I was reading the chat. But we were hunting the J&J. Turns out I was able to get an appointment not too far from us, but we'll be getting the Moderna, which is fine. And so we go on Wednesday for our first shot, second shot May 5th. So fingers crossed that everything will go as planned. And hopefully, Van, you'll be able to get the J&J sometime soon. I know they have a little production problem going on right now, but it should be worked out very soon. And in time for your sister's graduation, because I know you'd want to be there.
Okay, Simone. Now, when is you and your husband scheduled to take their vaccination?
On Wednesday, April 7th. Oh, I thought I
Copycat.
said that.
No, she's Tamika and Steve. That makes you a copycat.
They go on Wednesday as well. Oh,
yeah, no,
okay.
just straight up biting. They biting on. We wanted this to be historical for us, but okay.
Well, it's good to know. It's good to know that we're sharing such an important activity with family.
There you go.
That's all that matters.
That doesn't work. I was looking for them pretty words to say, damn copycats.
It's great to share days. It's great to share days. Gina and I share a day.
Yeah,
you do not, Van. Just because you do not share your birthday with you do, but you don't. This is my day. I must. But I'm just teasing. But listen.
No, you're not. Definitely. I like to celebrate the whole month. TBH.
Okay. Here we are. We got 12 minutes left, and this is where we always end our show, end our family chat. We put a kind word in there. We're going to start with put the pressure on. Let's throw it back to Simone. Give us a word for until we meet again.
Well, the best thing I can say is to stay well. Take care of yourself, mind, body, and soul, because that's a 3-in-1 we forget very often. That's it.
Until we see each other.
Have a great week.
Thank you, Simone. Gina Bina. Give us until we see each other again a word.
I'll just echo what I put in the chat. Something my mom always tells me when I'm trying to figure out how to balance everything in my life. Just take care of your own household.
And quit jumping on the bed. Okay. I read something into that. But yeah, take care of your own household. That's it, man. And my brother Leo would say, and my sister Kay would say, just pull your own rope. Let's go to Lachey. She told me she'd call me on my birthday every year. And okay, I got this little. I'm still feeling that a little bit, Lachey. Okay, November the 10th. Is that right? November the 10th.
Oh Lord.
Excuse me. Give it to us, Tamika. Come on, until we see each other again.
The word of the day is going to be self-care. You cannot make others happy if you cannot make yourself happy first.
Good stuff. You've been hanging around your dad. Your dad. That's a good one. Let's go to Papa Bear. Steve, until we see each other again, give us that word.
Well, I'm going to quote a Willie Gladney who's not with us. He would always say, in parting, we'll do this good again later on.
Good stuff. Mama of the house, Janella, one of my favorite sister-in-laws. You know, I love you. I love me some Janella now. I ain't gonna handle that ham on Sunday, but that's okay. Janella, give us that word.
I'm just gonna say communication and always remember family first.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Appreciate that, Janella. You guys have a very blessed Sunday. Let's go to one of my favorite nephews, man. My firstborn, one of my favorite sisters. Here's my favorite sister. I don't want to put it out there like that. Anyway, JR. Until we see each other again.
I don't even know. So what do you, until we see each other again?
Give us a word. Give us a word, man, that we can travel with for 2 weeks.
Oh. See, Tamika took my self-care. So I would say work on your anger management. And I'll give a quick little 1-minute thing on that. So I'm a project manager, as y'all know. I had I call a young lady who worked for me. She didn't agree with something one of her coworkers said. So the coworker was wrong. However, the lady, she cursed her out. And not only did she curse her out, but she cursed her out in front of our customers, which is the government. And so the woman who's paid very well, she makes six figures. We had to let go. What's today? Saturday. We had to let her go Thursday, all because she lost her cool. And like, not only did she curse her out, she went all the way in. So I'm like, look, I understand you're upset, but you got to be able to control that anger because I'm sorry doesn't always help. And so hopefully none of you lose your job because you lose your anger. Just remember what I said. Anger management, count 10, 50, whatever, or wait till you get to your car and let it out. But control your anger. I'll leave you with that.
Oh, that's a good one. Gerald,
Good
let me ask you
word. It's a
something.
good
That's a
word.
good one. Gerald, let me ask you something. That young man that has a job, he's a manager in the projects. Is he a project manager too? Just a word, just think, something to think about.
Jesus.
Just something to think about, man. Just something. Just
You know,
Jesus.
project is very broad. So yes, we are all project managers.
That's what I'm saying, man. Because I got a couple of tenants on Section 8 down here in Atlanta, and they're in the projects, and he wants to be a project vice president. But that's something you and I will talk about that. Let's go to VJ. VJ, give it until we meet again 2 weeks from now. Give us something to eat on, sweetie.
All right. Two things. One, pray for me, y'all. April is a very tough month because school. But I guess if I have to leave you with a saying, it would be something that Uncle Willie, a plaque that he gave me once that said, yesterday was history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift. That's why we call it the present.
The present. Yes. Good word. Mm-hmm.
Joe Gladney, what's your word? Okay, mine would be.
What's your word, Joe Gladney? What's your word?
Listen, you call me honey, baby. They ain't gonna mind. You can call me honey, baby. You know I want to hear. Come on, girl.
We're gonna pray for you, babe.
Be blessed, be prayerful, and never stop going hard. My sister, the matriarch, the queen of the game, locked at the head of the table. That's what she's sitting at the head of the table, holding all the cards. Give it to us, Kay. Give us that word, Kay. Give your family that word until we see each other again 2 weeks from now. Something to hold us down, lock us in place, keep us anchored, We're going to sway, but we need to stay anchored. The matriarch, give us that word that will hold us down until we see each other again, sweetie.
I want everybody to be blessed and know that because you live today, you have survived every single horror that you ever had yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Tomorrow is better than today.
Mm-hmm.
I want everybody to rock with me.
All right.
I want everybody to enjoy your life your way. Mm-hmm. And know that I love talking to adults. Mm-hmm. And if you guys don't see me tomorrow, know that today I am in love with life.
Yes.
Bless everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Peace out.
Peace out, man. Everybody, thank you so much. Hey, man, that's my sister. That's my sister. That's my sister, right? That's my sister, Kay. That Kay Francis. My Gladney. Oh, she got all them initials, man. KFC. She got the G up in there. She got everything up in there, man. Guys, love you. We love our family. Family.
We do.
We don't put a last name. We don't put. If we call you family, you in there. Just don't worry about if you a Dunbar, if you a Carmichael, and if you was Tappy. I remember Tappy.
I have rocked with everybody. I have rocked and I have loved everybody my way, not your way, but my way.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Joey, I saw what you was doing to your basement. Who is
Girl,
off the chain.
girl.
Yes, yes,
I'm about
yes,
to
yes.
crush him. I'm about to crush him. We're gonna have what we call the Gladney B and B. When you guys come to Atlanta, we can't keep you here because this is a love shack over here. We doing some grown folk thing over here, so I can't have you over here. But you know, we still have some. We on the
He's so
honeymoon over here, so you
crazy.
can't come up in
He's
here.
so crazy.
So I'm gonna send you across
Crazy.
town, man. So you know, I want you to talk about your daddy, your brother, your uncle. You just know you can't stay here. So we're gonna have what we call the Gladney B and B. When we come to Atlanta, it's gonna be this thing called when you come into the airport, you're gonna catch an Uber. Uber takes you to 4058 Park Place Circle. I pulled everything out, carpet. Ain't don't nothing look like what I don't want to resemble nothing but the truth. So when you guys want to come, just get it. It'll be our oasis. But thank you, Kay, for your support. Steve, Leo, thank you guys for so much. Jr. I am so proud of you. What you're doing with your daughters. You are a blessing. You are the next. You're the next. You're the next. And Tamika, to hold your mother and your father's hand and to be there with them, you are a blessing. The word says honor, and it's give you two things: honor and obey. Then your days will surely be longer.
A long life, baby.
So you got a long life, baby. So you're doing a great thing for your mom and dad. Do me a favor, for my brother's sake, one slice of ham. Cut him off one slice. This is one slice of ham. Cut him off. VJ, thank you. VJ, Dr. Gladney. Dr. Gladney. We are so, Gina, Bina, Dean, the doctor, the doctor. Man, you guys are killing the game.
Yeah, they're crushing it. Crushing it, ladies.
The women, Tamika, Gina, VJ, you guys are crushing it. And so in May the 15th, that'll be our father's. The next time we got one more before that, May 15th, I'm actually flying into, I'm gonna ask somebody to host it. I'll be flying into Oklahoma, God willing. And our daughter, your niece, your cousin, that's Mackenzie. She graduates the weekend of our father's 100th birthday. She graduates on the 16th. So I'll be flying into Oklahoma, God willing. And so I'm grateful, and I'm grateful for us as a family. Things that we're doing that we're is just by God's grace alone. And tomorrow, guess what? Our Christ would have risen, and that's what Easter is for all of it. It's a resurrection. That's our Super Bowl. And so thank all of you for your stories, your amazing stories, and sharing with us. And that's going to take us to another 2 weeks. And hopefully we're back again to tell some more amazing stories. But until we meet again, God bless you guys. Just stay strong in God's faith and enjoy tomorrow. And just know that we love you guys. Love you so much. Kay Francis,
hi everybody.
Kay, you're so beautiful. Kay, you just a good looking, but Kay, natural. Simone, look good. Simone, so you need to get a grade. You need a grade up.
My brother's messing with you.
Kay, she ain't ready. Kay, tell her she's not ready. Kay, just tell her she's not ready.
I'm not ready, but it's coming.
Look. You can't stop the future,
but it's
baby.
Beautiful, though.
Can't stop the future.
Started my garden. I started Bill Gladney. We'll talk about next week. We're going to talk about the garden. And I want to hear about and JR, I want to see some pictures of your yard next time, okay? And but Steve Gladney, I know you got planting flowers. So next week, our next thing we'll talk about planting a garden. Spring's coming. What are you planting? What are you planting in your life? Planting. Next 2 weeks will be about planting. What are you planting? What are you hoping to harvest this season? Oh, man, some good stuff. Man, that's some good stuff.
All right, Gladney. Good job, Gladney.
The boy
good. You know I've been watching you, girl. Firstborn.
Oh, isn't she phenomenal? Oh my God.
The VJ.
Oh,
yeah, girl.
She's phenomenal.
Yes, ma'am.
We talk about her all the time. Just
bad.
Just
yes, ma'am. Firstborn.
And she cares about this planet and the people in it. I love that. I love that,
baby.
Yeah, I think you'll be the first doctor as
and
well.
you'll do a phenomenal job on your finals. So don't worry about it. Just breathe and get it done.
Yeah, that July the 24th, man. That's my girls right there. Yeah. That's my girls. July 20th. That's my girls.
Yeah.
The hardest part is just getting it done, and I I don't know. I feel a lot better about the future now because I have sort of an idea of what my dissertation is going to be, like a little bit of an idea. Yeah.
Cool.
No, it's not the hardest part. It's the best part, baby.
It is. Yeah.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're qualified to do
Because it's worth it. That's why it feels
That's
that
right.
way.
It's
Yeah.
the best part.
And it's not
Mhm.
Miss Gladney. It's gonna be Dr. Gladney. You make
Oh,
sure
okay.
you put that work in. Dr.
Yeah.
Gladney.
Oh, your dad is waiting for that. Oh, he can't wait for that.
Yeah, they're gonna try and
Man.
play you and call you Miss. No, it's Doctor. Just because you're not anything.
It was really interesting watching like all my professors. Like it's, you know, I don't think any of us are like gung ho for Joe Biden, but it was very interesting watching all my professors talk about Dr. Jill Biden and just say like, yeah, Dr. Jill. It's very interesting watching all the circles when like people mention her, they make sure to put in the title. So I'm excited.
Yeah, and it's amazing how they tried to take that from her
Mhm.
too. It's like this lady worked hard for this. It's not even an accolade. It's something she earned, and
Yeah,
because she's not a medical doctor, she's not Dr. Biden. They obviously don't understand what makes a doctor. Yeah. But wow, just really proud of you, Van. Just keep doing it, all right?
Thank y'all. Thank you. Heaven fills my heart with joy.
Thank you.
Oh, good.
And if you need anything from your dad, please hesitate to call me.
If anything, I'll send you the article it's not an article and it's not a journal. Like technically it's a journal, but it's like online and they posted something I wrote. So I didn't like in an interview, I would say I published an article, but that's not exactly correct, but I can send it to y'all. But
yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but it's not as cool. It's not as cool as it sounds, if that makes sense.
And the app is great. I don't know if you knew I was online that day. So I saw the entire thing. Was I recording? I was taking pictures too, right, Joe? He usually has me working on something, so I don't remember what I did that day.
Thank y'all so much for supporting it. We worked so hard on it.
Oh, yeah, it's phenomenal.
You're so silly. You're silly little goose. Of course. Of course.
But
Joe, it feels good that my firstborn is talking to your firstborn.
I'll tell you what, me too. I'm so proud of all my nieces and nephews. Super proud of you guys, man. Gina, being a mother, I am so proud of you and being a professional and JR, man, I miss those days, man. Taking the girls and talking about college and proud of you and Kenny, just great men, great examples of men. They don't show that on the news. You don't catch this on the news. And so I'm gonna always tell you that I'm proud of you. And
I'm just missing that Jerry curl. That's all I got to say.
I think I got some pictures. I'm
missing that Jerry curl.
Kenny, Jerry, you got the pictures. Jerry, don't make us go get the pictures, Jerry. Jerry, bring us the pictures, JR.
They get the Johnny Gill look.
So, JR, did your daughter decide what school she's going to?
She hasn't narrowed down to 2 schools, but she doesn't want me to announce it to everybody. So she's going to put something on her Facebook page. I already know what school she picked, but I'm going to let her announce it. She wants to announce what school
Oh, no, you didn't tell us that.
Make sure you send it to the chat when.
I think I seen this. I looked at Facebook and she was standing in front of the sign. She looked. Yep, I think I know already. Yeah, I won't say it, but I think I know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she doesn't want me to because she's doing pictures with her friends and everything. So they got some where I'm going to school thing they're going. So I won't ruin it.
JR, she is such a hybrid, man. She looks, but some days she's like you, some days like Monique. I mean, she catched me. I'm so small. Said she is just a beautiful young lady. Mm-hmm. Some days like mom, some days she's like you. So I know you got to be. But congratulations, man, on what you're doing.
Yeah,
guys,
grow up so fast, don't they, JR?
Oh my God,
they do. I remember bringing her home from the hospital in Waldorf like 18 years ago. And now, in a couple months, she'll be going off to college by herself.
And as soon as he said that, I was thinking about his, dad.
See, me and your mom talk all the time. This is an extended, okay, this is like the credits are still running. We're still talking. Listen, JR, we talked about being at your wedding in that church, man, that was happening. I said, I was just watching JR get married.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
I remember
crazy.
Tamika. I know I always bring it up. I always bring it up about the coffee stuff, but I remember Tamika, Gina, all of us like cousins, spending the night at my house and doing like things like that when we were younger. And now to think like Vanessa's around the same age I was back then. It just time's just like flying by.
Yeah, man, it's a blessing. We all had the memories from Clary Lane where we just out there playing basketball in the backyard, and you guys, we grew up like brothers. I don't see you guys as like little nephews. We all grew up just together. But I'm proud of you, Gina, and I can't say enough of you. I talk about you all the time. I'm talking about guys about recruiting and football and and so how my niece, she's a Duke, she's a dean at Duke. Although I'm a Carolina fan, I still throw that in there. But totally proud of you, Gina, as a mother, and that's a role that that suits you. Hmm?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
Think about what JR said. I got to learn to like children will test your patience. Some of we're controlling my anger.
I know.
But when Aunt Kay turns 70 this month in July,
Who?
Aunt Kay, you're turning 70 in July, right?
You call my number out.
I know. She said, "What?"
Yes.
This
July is my favorite month.
Yeah,
Yes.
mine too.
Yeah.
I'll
Gina,
be 40, and I think Jessica, you're 28.
Yeah, 28.
Wow. You'll
Gina,
be 40, Gina?
Those little numbers.
Gina, this is the way it falls. Kay and I are 10 years apart. You and I are 20 years apart. We were you were born on the in 81, correct?
Yes.
Kay was born and then I was born in 61. Whatever, I can't do the math on Kay, but whatever that is.
Wow, the big 4-0.
But Gina, I'm telling you, that time went fast, right?
It did. It went super fast.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see how you're gonna look, Gina, when you turn 70?
Beautiful.
Yeah. Because I have a giant gray streak that I have not dyed. I get so many compliments on it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's gorgeous.
I thought you dyed that.
Oh,
I did too. I thought because nobody that's a pattern.
That's that's like an anime superhero type of swag right there.
Yeah, it's like
that's straight Gladney jeans right there.
I've got some Johnson there too. You got that Johnson hair. I mean, you got your
turn the clock, baby.
Your mother.
We're gonna turn the clock. I want 3 digits. 2 is not good enough.
No, you got K. I'm gonna tell you like this. We're gonna slow it down by the 110. Then see you slow. I'm gonna push hard to 88. Then I'm gonna pump the brakes a little bit. Then let JR kind of catch up with me. And But the
little babies would never catch up. They would never catch up.
See, you got to know how to work that garden and get some love we're trying to put out. But guys, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful to say that you have family. There's all kind of reports that are happening around us, but it's a blessing that we came back another 2 weeks later and we don't have a direct report where the enemy is the enemy. They're surrounding us, but the word says. When the word says it said no weapon shall prosper. They'll form, no weapon formed. They didn't say the weapon won't be formed, it won't prosper. And
one thing about this Zoom call that is significant, you can never say that you're not loved. You're on this Zoom call. Mm-hmm. You can never say that you can go without because you're on this Zoom call. No one will ever starve. No one would never not have a roof. You understand? Because you got great support. Great support. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So if there was a tradition that I could infuse with DJ that I try to infuse with him, is that I think that my family and my extended family as Gladneys constantly showed me I was loved.
Yeah, yes. We did. Yeah, we probably didn't do that much with Curtis, but we did love you, Gina. Okay.
Oh yes. You are loved. You have been loved. You shall be loved. Mm-hmm.
And that extends to sister-in-law, mother-in-law, whatever. We love you guys. And Simone, thank you so much for chiming in.
As is.
And so again, until we meet Go ahead, Kay. That's my sister. I always shit when I
So
stop.
so you guys stop the hate, because someone's gonna hate on you. Accept that. Can't everybody love you? Mm-mm. No, but we do.
And when we work with Leo, we trying to love Leo. I know Linda, she's been with us, but we trying to love Leo. And when it's all, it's my brother. Boy, I miss ribbing him this weekend, man. I got to get him back. We miss him, man. But Gina, thanks so much for hanging out with him. BJ, I know you're great. You're doing papers and stuff, and thank you so much. Proud of you. Say hi to Dave when you get a chance. JR, that's my guy. That's my guy. Reminds me so much of me, man. He's got the girls. He's going hard. Jay, I'm telling you, I'm having my daughter set the bar high. I got it. I love Jalen. I love Vanessa, but I got to set the bar high. You got to come and get me. You got to come and get me, man.
Hey, you're the reason why I only have 2 girls.
Somehow that doesn't feel like a compliment. Okay, but I understand what you're saying.
Like, hey, I mean, when he say we should try for a boy, but I was like, you know what? I got an Uncle Joey. He tried for a boy. He had 3 girls.
But that last girl, hey, go back in, man. Go back in, renegotiate your contract with Won't. Go back and renegotiate your contract, man. Because that third one, Mackenzie, she gonna crush these 2 right here. She crushing them. See, the other 2, real, just they didn't let me come in and like work with them. But Mackenzie, me and her, we talk every day, man. I got a plan. We're gonna lay it out, man. Laying it out.
Go back, man. The bar pretty high. So
she ain't got no bar, man. She ain't got no bar.
You're right. I'm about to have 3 bars on my shoulder.
She doesn't have 1. She gonna have 3.
Thank you.
I ain't even got doctor. I ain't even got that. So I was like, hey.
That's a good comeback.
I think VJ, that Dean come hard though. That Dean, I like the Dean. Gina, that Dean ain't no joke. With attorney and a Dean, ooh, boy, that's no smoke, man. But everybody, it's in our family. What we have the answer.
Wait, Gina, do you have a JD? Yeah, JD. So technically, based on some old documents, you could call yourself Gina McCullers, Esquire.
I could. I need to talk to Kenny. I'm trying to figure out how I retire early. I've worked hard these last few years.
I'm so impressed that you have a JD. Everyone I've talked to says law school is hell. So like snaps and applause.
It seems harder to get your PhD. I'll tell you that much.
I think it's just longer, but like in law school, because you have
bragging about they're debating stuff I would never see.
Yeah, I know. What Gina wants you to help her retire. Just do like the young lady that he talked about earlier. Just cuss everybody out. Then it's called early retirement.
Gina, please, you know not to do that plan.
Yeah.
Don't listen to your uncle. Lord have mercy. We're gonna pray over him.
Apologize. It's too late now. She tried to pull the brother card. Like, hey, sister, you know the game. He's like, you can't do that.
Oh man.
She lost a 6-figure gig. She lost a 6-figure gig, man.
Wow.
With the government.
In a momentary thing. And I know with COVID, people are like right at the edge, so they're ready to explode.
Because sometimes you listen, man, you gotta know how to. But I like what you said. You really got what you said. You gotta be able to control.
Count. Go to the car. Scream it. Call your girlfriend. Something.
Sometimes Simone, I'd be like, then I smell that food cooking. I said, All right, love you guys, man. You mean the world to me, and let's see if we can get a full compliment next 2 weeks. And again, we're going to talk about planting season. What are you planting in your life? What's planting? What you got in the garden? That's some good stuff, man. I'm good, man. VJ, love you. Gina, love you. Simone, I got to see you in another day or 2. Kay, my sister, love her so much. JR, man, go talk to Monique 3. Go back in, get 3, man. Your brother went back, you can go back. Your brother went back, you can go back. Go back, get that third.
Kenny crazy, and for me, it's a done deal.
Bro,
I'm good.
I'm just trying to tell you, man.
After my girls finish school and get married, they'll have some sons that I can take.
Did you hear that, VJ? Did you hear that, VJ? Did you hear that, VJ?
You have 2 grandcats that you have refused to appreciate, And I think that you should love them just as much as you would love a grandchild.
Get the meow out of here. What did you just say?
Their names are Prism and Cheddar, and they're the best cats ever. And you should love them. They're your grand kittens. So there's that.
And
Just say I love you. I love you. She is so cool.
I know,
That's
but
okay.
just people preaching. I can't get my parents to ever dog sit Colin. I don't know why they won't appreciate him.
Oh God!
Oh
Here
my
we
God.
go, man.
It's a shame. It really is.
Let's see, man. This is another show. God, I need dog sitters, cat sitters. This.
Wow.
Oh,
Joe,
man,
you never told me about your grandcats.
Well, you know,
And I have so many pictures. I have so many pictures. They're
Wow. Well, please share.
I
You
definitely
have to appreciate the grandcats, Joe.
yes.
Oh man, you know something. Man.
They're the cutest cats in the whole wide world.
Mm.
You know something, man. Get the Tom and Jerry out of here. Hey,
Uh-oh. You can meet your grandcat right now.
Come here.
They,
Do that too, or I will judge you when I come visit. If you go to 3, you'll become that cat lady.
Well,
that's
if so,
there's a limit.
We have talked about getting more, but we want to make sure that we have like a big house so they can have their own room with like stuff to climb over. And then in like a backyard, we have like tinted and like sectioned off so they can run around. Like if we are going to get more cats, we'll make sure they have space to play.
All right.
Okay. This is where this thing goes a little too far. My mom always said, "Son, if you talk long enough, you're gonna talk out."
We just want a cat farm. It'll be great.
Oh man, Kenny's right. I don't want you to become a cat lady, and I don't want be the one that's showing pictures of my cats.
I don't understand. Okay, this is what I have a problem with. I have a problem with indoor animals because I was raised animals on the outside.
See,
humans on the inside.
She had
I'm
the same way.
Today,
I remember me and Kenny had a dog at 1909 Clary Road. Me and Kenny went to school, and when we got home, my mama told me my dog ran away.
Oh.
They got rid of my dog.
I should not tell a lie.
What did y'all do with the dog?
What to do with Kay? Kay, I had your...
Uh-oh.
They grow up, Kay.
VJ
they
is mortified. Uh-oh.
Did you yell at their dog?
Here's the difference.
Oh, yell.
For those who have animals, someone has to maintain those animals. And it should not be me. So my children wasn't maintaining the animals. My husband wasn't maintaining the animals.
Gotta go.
Find out the truth.
As bad as that is, JR, and that is bad, it still doesn't beat eating your pet rabbit. And then that's another conversation for another show. These things that we are traumatized by some things that happen in our lives, and these are things that are for another show. When VJ finished her PhD and Gina can help us out with some of the things, and Simone, they can talk us through some of these things. Me being a grandparent.
In a future video, we will tell about being traumatized. How my big brother hung my baby doll in the front yard.
Yeah, that's a therapy session right there. That's a therapy session.
Dramatic. JR, I was thinking, my dad reminds me so much. I can hear him with Aunt Kay because he doesn't like indoor animals either. And Colin, our German Shepherd puppy, was sick 2 or 3 weeks ago and was vomiting. So I took him to the vet emergency late that night. Oh, goodness. Did I lose you all?
No,
no, you're here.
Can you hear us, Gina?
She might be throwing
up.
Maybe that brought back traumatic memories.
Yeah. She has her face buried into a barf bag right now.
Hey, I tell you what, we took Vanessa's hamster. One of our hamsters caught a cold because we put it next to the window and we didn't know that. And so the doctor told us that cold medicine was $45. So guess what? That hamster died. And I went.
Cheddar.
I'm just. See, Kay and I, we on a different level. Okay, you take a rat to the vet. That right there. that to me,
I will not participate in the cruelty to animals.
Thank
That to
you. Cheddar got sick, and we took him
I
to
got money.
Cheddar got
that's
sick
money. That's right,
in
Kate.
the hospital.
They got money.
We
Hey,
did have to go on a little bit of a payment plan to take care of it. But he did. You pay what you have to pay when your kids are sick.
Nope.
Oh Lord.
JR like, nope. Ain't doing it. Ain't doing it.
Over there for 13, because that's too easy. That hamster died, threw him away, got a brand new $13 hamster. Here you go.
Oh my goodness.
$13 versus $45. That's it. Guys, I'm in the wrong business. I should have been a veterinarian. I come at it. Well, Fluffy told me that he's been malnourished. This is going to cost you $75. $75. Well, Fluffy also said he's tired of sleeping on that lumpy bed. So you might want to, man, that's crazy. How does the vets know, man? But you guys, my sister's right. You guys make too much money. That's what it is. This generation right here, taking dogs to, man, we take our dog.
Oh, our generation makes too much money. Our generation makes too much money.
You said it twice. You said it twice, and I'm glad you agreed with yourself.
I hear
I'm glad you agreed with yourself.
No, that is not true at all. The value
now you're disagreeing with yourself.
The cost of education has gone up. The cost of basic goods and services has gone up. Also, the housing market is crap. Never mind.
So now you're disagreeing with yourself.
I'll just say that. Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say I agree with everything Van said, but I think we don't work 8 to 5. Like, I feel like on an average week we work 60 hours a week. Like, our work continues.
It's a Saturday. It is a Saturday afternoon, and I'm not.
There's no shutdown
on Facebook. I'm working.
But what you guys are right. Let me take this man. You guys are right, because there was a time when Kay and I grew up. They had this store called 7-Eleven. Everything shut down. They opened up at 7, and life shut down at 11 o'clock. TVs went off the air. Simone's in that same generation too. That you didn't have a 24/7 came in the late 90s, early 2000s, where things stayed open all the time. Now because of this device here, you don't shut life down, and so you have to make your own hours, and you have to now set your own schedule, and so it's not so much that the things are cost more, which they do. Is that this thing that's called access? You have access to everything all the time, and so you have to make your own schedule. How about that?
But so on the other side of that, Dave was listening to a podcast, and he brought up that because of that accessibility, that means that your workday never ends. Like, my boss could send me an email at 2 a.m. on a Sunday, and if it's important and I have my phone, there's really. Yeah, sure, I can be like, oh, I didn't see it, but I did see it, and it is possible for me to email back, and thus my workday can happen whenever. Yeah, technology.
That's what you have to set your own boundaries.
I like that.
Yeah.
Right. I like that idea, but sometimes it's just an idea.
I would even argue, Van, that the ability to move forward in promotion is tied to how willing you allow people to have access to you.
Absolutely.
Gene, I can hear Collins moving around. He's a big dog.
You will definitely get a better recommendation letter if you answer emails quickly, even if those emails are sent at ridiculous times. If you meet deadlines, even if they're like ridiculously unfair or like. Yeah,
Gina,
and that, really, that shouldn't be the value.
I am teaching this semester, and I'm a softie. Most of my students are going to get A's, because it's like, no, we're in a panini. It's too much. It's fine.
When I transitioned into my new role, I remember I was at the beach one weekend, and somebody called me to discuss a problem on a Saturday while I was sitting on the beach. And the first thing she said to me when I answered the phone was, she said, congratulations, now you understand your new role. And I said, well, what's that? She said, you're now entering into a 24-hour job.
Yep. I think you may have missed it, but I saw but I was telling Dad and Aunt Kay that I saw a tweet a little while ago that said, I didn't want to work a 9 to 5, so I went to grad school, and now I work 24/7.
You were about to say something. I got this. Simone, you about to say something?
No, I forgot, but it's okay. I'm enjoying listening
But
to it.
I do, but that's not to say I don't enjoy it. I do like it. There are lots of parts of it that I like.
This is something
one thing that I have to do is define my lifestyle.
Mm.
And by defining my lifestyle, I have to determine what success for me is. And having a smaller footprint, being less accessible.
That's right.
Makes me happy. And I call that a simple lifestyle. Because a simple lifestyle means less.
Mm-hmm.
And less for me is better.
Gina, what were you saying before you got cut off?
I think I was talking about the dog, taking him to the vet. Is that what you mean?
He threw up and your dad wouldn't want to keep the dog.
Oh, yeah. Let me say two things really quickly. So yeah, he threw up. I took him to the emergency hospital that night. It was going to be $1,900. And I said, that's a lot of money.
Shot that damn dog. I'm sorry.
Joe.
Hold on. I'm sorry. That's a Bill Gladney. That's your grandfather. It's a Tourette's moment. That's Bill Gladney. He would have shot the dog. But go ahead, Gina. I'm sorry. That's
anger management.
Anger management.
Jerry already described you.
I work for myself. I can't be fired. I work for myself. You can't fire me. Go ahead.
Yeah, I called my dad and told him what was happening because it was like 11 o'clock at night. And Dad said, you know what? This is what we would call taking the animal on a long ride on the back.
I told you.
Oh, my God.
I told you, baby. I told you.
Oh, my
That's my brother.
Well, but the second thing I want to say, which is not related, is to what Aunt Kay just said. And I think that's really key, Van, as you think about your career, to think about what it is you want to do. Because what I tell other people I speak to about this is that you're going to have to make a conscious decision as to whether you're going to cap your professional growth. And you shouldn't have to make that decision, I think, as a woman, and it may change in the next 5 to 10 years, but depending on what you define as success and what you want, you may have to make intentional choices.
Amen.
What does that mean? Gina, what does that mean?
I think it means different things for different people. But there was times where I could not move forward professionally just because of where DJ was at in his life. I don't think that the workforce was conducive to me being able to manage multiple endeavors for my life. The pandemic has completely switched this all of a sudden, has flipped this in a way that I don't think we fully understand yet. Right. So I was able to homeschool DJ and work from home and enter into a new role. But I still, because I really like to travel. I really like to expose DJ and spend money to be able to do that, which means, like Aunt Kay says, I have to make some very intentional decisions. But I also like not being accessible. And I recognize that as I keep going, I'm going to have to be more accessible. And so I may have to make a very intentional decision about what life looks like.
Yeah.
And the third thing I'll say, which is not related, also, it's just because I want you all to know how much I love Gladney's. I was talking to some students. We had a George Floyd incident on our campus this week, or 2 weekends ago, and I was talking to some students, and I can't remember exactly what they said to me right now, but my inner Aunt Kay came out, and I said to them, let me talk to you all as afterbirth, because you don't know what you don't know yet. And that's just, I didn't provide you the full context, but and I told him, I said, I'm gonna tell you what my aunt would say. You all are afterbirth. You just don't know what you don't know yet. So there's a big shout out for the Gladneys there. That's a lot. 3 things not related. Thank you all.
That's some good stuff. And
thanks, Gina. I do appreciate the advice about
paying $10 for a dog.
Gina, what did you, okay, I like it. Go back to the first thing with Collins, $1,900 on the table. What did you do?
I ran him down the street to the other vet. Colin is a $1,200 dog. So he got some $300 care.
$300 care. Let me tell you something, man.
He's a lot. There's a lot of people that would not allow me to have a dead dog on my steps. Okay. So I socialize with, won't allow that to happen.
So your Aunt Kay and I, and maybe Simone to a certain extent, we can't relate with that. I mean, I can't relate. And so when people that have dogs, that they treat them like kids and stuff,
Is that why it took me so long to get braces?
Well, that's part two. Collins, what's up, DJ? Oh my God, DJ, what's going on, buddy?
The hesitation to get new braces makes a lot more sense now, TBH.
Oh man, Gina, thank you for sharing that right there. DJ, look at that. Oh, look at Collins. $300 well spent, Gina. Gina, no matter what Aunt Kay says and Simone, good job, Gina. Good job. See, that's a Republican. That's a flip.
I didn't see it.
But Gina, I do appreciate what you said about the deciding where your your professional career is going to go, because that has definitely changed since I've entered a serious relationship. This idea that there are some things that I value in life more than school, and I don't think that that's something I've ever had to deal with before. Because usually, like, I've always been in school, and school was my job, and school was like the most important thing, and now it's not. And that's, I don't know, you're right, that's changing the way that my career is growing.
And I would actually add to that your Black excellence that you see manifest itself in like pursuing your PhD exists in every aspect of your life. So when you feel the pressure to come to make particular, very specific decisions about where you want to go, what you don't want to do, I would tell you that there's certain things that are very physical and present for everyone else to know that you're successful. And I would tell you that you're still wonderful. You're still going to be excellent at everything else. You're still going to be excellent in a relationship with David and however else you're going to move forward. And so your Black excellence will exist in whatever space you choose to manifest in.
Plus, being a professional woman, just, choosing to start a family and all that affects your career as well. Because, I've had 2 kids, right? But it's had zero effect on my life as far as me having to miss work, other than taking a medical appointment stuff. But as far as you on the woman's side of the house, being pregnant and then giving birth and then taking time off from work to bond with your child, for a lot of professional women, it's a problem because they feel like, what's his name? Tucker Carlson. How he's talking about when women get pregnant in the military, that shouldn't be a thing. That's some people's mindset, is that a woman's getting over because she's choosing to spend time to bond with her child and is taken away from, the corporation's bottom line. So, as a professional woman,
that's
one
an
thing
excellent.
you have to learn how to overcome. Gina's done it, and she talked about how she's done it. But as Dr. Gladney, when you get out there in the world, that's one thing you got to consider when you decide to start your family. Is when do you decide to do that? I got a lot of people who live in my community. They didn't have their first child till they were in their 40s because they wanted to get all their professional stuff established first before they had children.
And I appreciate you sharing that, JR. What I would tell you ladies to do, and anyone right now, chart your own path now. Figure out what you can do virtually. You can, with the job that you have right now, you don't have to be in front of students anymore. You don't have to. So then you get your time back where you now use these platforms like this to teach. Negotiate your contracts to be virtual. Do everything now that way that you can. That way it gives you your time. It gives you your time and your schedule back. And this is where you're going to see the world going now. That where you're a professor and they used to be sitting in a lecture hall loaded with kids. Those days are gone. The big tech giants now are running the industry. And so the jobs that's going to be available to you now, 10 years ago, it may not have been there, but because of COVID, you're going to see more opportunities come to you that's going to be virtual you can have your life and you can schedule your time.
I agree with that. And I know I'm prolonging this conversation a little bit. I think we see this a lot with like Kaylin. And so Van, I think you're in a unique situation because you have the ability to be creative with your career in ways that I just can't think about. Like I'm very narrow-minded in what the next step looks like for me, right? But you sit in a generation that is really just thinking about how to like interact in the world in a completely different sphere, in a different way. And so I tell this to Cedric all the time when we're raising DJ, like we're raising him very traditionally the way we've been raised, and we don't even know, right? Like we're raising him for a world that we are not prepared for.
That's the point where Curtis and I.
Any better? I'm not prepared for that world either, so that's fine.
What something. This is a conversation that we should have ongoing. And Gina, you made an excellent point that we're out. This is the new frontier. Everything is brand new, from cryptocurrency to how we're going to spend money, how we're going to communicate. But I guarantee this. I guarantee it will be done virtually. Virtually, this is how we're going to communicate now, and this is what we need to get better. So the skill that you guys have, that you can communicate, articulate who you are and what you're doing in that space, you guys can create your own wealth. You can create a job, a career for you based on the skills that you already have, and people will pay you for it. And that's what I see, Gina, that you, Simone, and VJ, you guys are now can really schedule your own time, because now you can't manage time, but you can manage the event that's surrounded around that time. And so where you guys are, then you can control your 9 to 5s. If you just want to do a session like this with blah, 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 do it for that 2 or 3 days a week. And now you're at the beach, and you can get to be anywhere if you're virtual. So BJ, that's my conversation with you. When we talk again, don't have the traditional mindset of going into a university. Allow this to be your university, and then you can be anywhere at any given time. But I thank you guys for, again, us extending the conversation out and this great dialogue.
All right. You are doing what I have to do also, because I have to let go of my past in order to have a better future. One of the hardest decisions I had to make, whether or not to have a traditional home, purchasing a residential home, as opposed to renting and traveling here to the East Coast, to the living international. I think that is an opportunity to live differently.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you invest into a traditional home, you're rooting yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know whether or not you want to be rooted to a location, because you have wings that can take you further, farther. Think about it. That's why it's important to know what you want. You have to run to the end of your life and know where you want to be, and then focus to travel to your destination, your journey. It's going to be interesting to see what my firstborn, my JR, how he's going to live his life. And it should be totally different from my life, because that's why he was born, to live differently. And that's why I say to every brother that I have, is I want them to live their life differently, not the same as our parents or me.
That's right.
And that's what you girls are thinking about. You're thinking about, how can I live differently? What can I do differently? How can I educate my children differently? Do I want a spouse or not? Interesting. Yes, because the choices that you're making right now comes with a cost. It's going to cost you to live your life your way. And that's why it's important for everybody to be with somebody who thinks forward in life, not the past, but forward. And I am so excited that when I go out in life, they question me. That's why I have to wear my hair white, because they think you're not old. I said, I am old.
Okay.
That's
Hey, I would say though, I did. I don't know if I mentioned this before. For about a month, I was thinking about once Vanessa's out the house of moving to an African country and living there. I think I discussed it with you, Mom, before. Just that after I did my research, I was like, it'd just be so much of a culture shift for me or culture shock for me. I don't know if I
Wow.
could deal with living in an African country. What I mean by that is I'm used to certain amenities I have here in the United States,
You
and
spoiled.
it'd be an adjustment for me to go to a country that doesn't have that.
Oh,
But
they have it. They
yeah, there
have
are a lot
it.
of
Try
They
cities.
have
Ghana.
they have
They're all,
everything. They
I
have
mean, it's everything.
they
Yeah,
have
there are.
everything but
Everything. Because
everything
all
but church
countries
and
are
chicken. No
emulating
church and
America.
chicken. No.
Yeah, and also
Mhm.
Yep.
like not every country. Like if some movies base create an aesthetic of different countries that is not accurate. Like if you ever see the Middle
Mhm.
Eastern movies, they always use that orange filter. Or if you see Mexico in movies, they always have that like look. There are modern cities in Africa.
Mhm.
Gina's been there.
Absolutely. Everything
Gina
we
can
They
have
speak to
still
that.
have
here, they
Wi-Fi
have
in
there.
Africa, Jr.
Mhm.
JR's been
Yeah.
there,
The internet has made us one world.
but
No, I looked up some homes just on, mainly through YouTube, just like some homes. I did look at Ghana. I looked at Senegal. I've been in Nairobi,
Mhm.
so I know it's in Nairobi. But I was just trying to
Yeah.
see what the cost of homes were and just trying to get a feel of the neighborhoods and so forth. And from what I saw, is a lot of local markets. And like I like sports. I like going out to like tourist type things. I like little shopping centers. I didn't really see that in the areas I looked at. But granted, the only African countries I've been to has been when I was military. So I haven't seen like
You only saw what you were exposed
cities.
to, right?
Yeah,
JR,
Mhm.
where did you
But
go
but
when
to,
you were in the military?
yeah. So I've been in Nairobi in Kenya. I've been to Ethiopia, Eritrea, and
mhm.
let's see what other countries I've been to. Other than that, just Djibouti doesn't really count. The rest of it is I've been out in like the wilderness, like what you see on like National Geographics, because we were doing like spec ops type stuff. But I haven't actually been to like bustling African cities to see what the life
Mhm.
is like.
And even Lagos is a big bustling one too. But here's something, JR, that I've found. Even where I come from, sometimes when I go home, um, I have to kind of look outside to remember that I'm not still in the United States, and look around. It's like, oh yeah, I'm in Jamaica, because everything is so much the same. And very often I want to go home to feel something different, right? And it's like all this homogeny is good on a certain level. I like knowing that all the modern conveniences that I'm used to in the United States, I have when I get back to where I was born. However, it's like I come for difference. It's okay if something is different sometimes. So, even with you thinking about exploring an African country or just exploring the continent, if I could advise anything that you didn't ask for, is to seek out probably more the differences. And I know you're a military guy, so you've been through a lot of differences and have to do things. To survive on instinct. So that I'm assuming that you've had to do that in the military, but that could be a great skill in even exploring a part of the world that all of us originated from. I mean, I can't wait to go personally, but I want to see not just what I'm used to, just something,
JR.
but they have what you're used to too.
Hold on. Let's announce Dave's in the house. Dave,
Hey,
what's going on?
Dave.
What's going on, Big Dave? How's it going?
Hello.
Dave,
Hey, Dave.
What's going
Hello.
on?
Hello,
How
Simone.
are
Hey,
you?
all.
I
Ron,
was thinking of
Gina.
that
Good
guy
to
that does the
see you.
painting.
No,
Hello.
that's Gina.
Hey,
Gina.
Yeah.
Oh,
what's
okay.
the name of that guy that did all the
Hey,
paints
y'all.
back
Just
in the
popping
day?
in. Just popping in while I'm taking a break from cleaning the house. While this
All
woman has,
right.
you can't see it, but she's got 30 screens up and it's all text and crazy stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Double screen,
Yeah.
extended screen,
It's paper time.
books.
Yes.
She's getting it done. That's great.
hey Dave, say hi to your mom and dad for me tomorrow, okay? And you guys have a blessed Easter. And say again, say hi to your mom and dad for me, man.
Thank you so much. That's a great idea. Definitely will. I'll tell them you said what's up.
All right, and then we have to do a Simone and I want to do again our Zoom dinner with you in a van in April. So you guys pick a Sunday.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the Sundays.
Hey guys, I have got to go.
All right.
Okay.
Love
Good talking
everybody.
with you, Gina.
It's a great time talking with you, seeing you. Dave, I got to give you a hug somehow. I don't know how to do this. Okay.
Yes, a virtual hug.
I felt it.
Hey, Dave,
Right,
what's your ethnicity?
My ethnicity? Irish. 50% Irish. And then on my dad's side, he's like
Scottish.
Scandinavian, German, French, European. He calls himself a European mutt.
Because I'm trying to figure out how you got that pro going like that.
This is all Ireland right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can almost see it, the red beard
He's
too.
got the red.
Oh, I should give it a trim. It's getting real big.
Yeah, do you want to trim it before we go see
Like a young Saint Nick.
Oh god. You want to trim it?
It's so good to see the family expand.
Yeah.
Grow.
Yeah. So listen. I'm
join.
Is there a cat here?
No, there's no cat.
So I don't think we're going to have a virtual wedding. I don't think we'll have to work with COVID kicking in. I guess we may have a traditional wedding. So it won't be the Zoom wedding for you
We'll all
guys.
be
I would
vaccinated.
never.
by then.
Excuse me. I would never have a Zoom wedding.
Yeah. No Zoom wedding. No, I want to see people. I need to see people.
Man, Jessica,
So, like, how are people going to see my dress and tell me I look wonderful if they're like looking at the screen? No.
Man, Jessica,
And our love.
you wanted to be. Uncle Joey's got the checkbook, so you do whatever you want to do.
Well, hold on.
All right.
He said, hold on.
Listen. I'm dressing the cats. I'm dressing my grandkids. I'm taking care of my grandkids. I'm making sure that they're gonna have the best dresses ever. After that. The rest of you guys.
I'm taking get some like little hats on them, perhaps.
I'm taking care of the kids. Okay, the rest is on you guys.
Don't worry. You guys will have real ones.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you for saying that, Dave. Thank you, Dave. That did me well. But listen, guys. Simone and I, we'll talk. Since we all get our shots and stuff, we'll be traveling. Okay, so you guys come to Atlanta one time. We'll come see you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But love you guys. Look good. Just hanging out with each other, man, and just know that we're just trying to get through this.
JR, we get to see you in April.
Yeah. Do y'all have dates yet when y'all coming down?
Yeah. We're gonna fly the 16th of April, returning the 23rd of April.
Mm.
All right.
Okay.
So some good stuff. Gina, when are you coming to ATL?
Be there the 23rd of June, that weekend. I may be off.
June. Oh, cool.
Have you made your accommodations yet, or you want to talk about that down the road?
Yeah, no, I haven't made them yet. I just want to be able to make sure that weekend it'll hold solid for us.
Okay. So we should be all vaccinated up, and we should. Before you make your accommodations anywhere, let's talk, okay?
And Joey, I need to know about your schedule for May.
We're flying to. I'm flying to Oklahoma. Mackenzie graduates in May, so we're going to do that, and trying to see what she's going to do after graduating, because we want to come hang out Temple, Texas a little bit. And so we'll figure that out. She gets her second shot tomorrow on Monday or something.
Oh, wow.
She said.
Wow, that's cool.
And so you guys are the only ones that have not received. Okay, here come the grandkids are coming to the picture. Oh,
grandkids.
Oh, wow. That is a fat cat. Oh.
That cat's that diabetes, man.
Which one is this one? When I say fat, meaning he looks healthy.
Yeah, this is the one we had to take to the hospital.
Oh.
And you brought him back. That's amazing.
Horse.
No, he's a big cat.
That cat's been getting some good meals.
Yeah. They
now
eat
which
better
one?
than we do.
What's this cat's name? Male or female?
It's a male. And his name's Chet.
Male.
Cheddar.
Cheddar. Oh, that's Cheddar.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Cheddar.
Dave, let me read your shirt.
What?
Let me read your shirt, Dave. I was trying
Hey,
to read
Cheddar.
your shirt.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about my shirt. It's an old
Uh-oh.
to anime.
Did you see him wink? He winked.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Uh,
Crazy. Now, that's your first one?
This is the second cat.
Number 2.
Oh, you did. Okay. The second cat.
I
yeah.
got this one from my sister and her then boyfriend. Decided to try to see if their relationship could go to the next level by adopting a cat.
When they were 17.
Uh-oh.
And they tried to get permission from their parents, and
both
said
parents said no.
So they got a cat anyway.
So they got a cat anyway and tried to take care of it in secret and realized that was a terrible idea.
So then we got the cat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Dave.
Wow, so found a new home.
He's really happy. He's got a sister, and they love each other. And they hang out and they scrap a little bit, but they love each other.
They have 2 cat trees, 1 little cat lounge thing, a water fountain.
They have a water fountain now. We got them all equipped to be the happiest
It's
cat.
gonna be hard for you guys to travel.
Yeah.
Well, we have friends who come in and cat sit, but yeah, it's a little hard.
We were Simona, we will virtually cat set for you guys anytime you need us. Okay.
Thanks,
Perfect.
Dad.
Perfect.
Just send us a Zoom link and we're there. Okay.
We gotta have that technology soon, where you could press a button and it'll open the can and it'll feed it for them. That would be great. Why don't we have that?
Apparently
That's next. That's coming.
Apparently,
Simone, are you traveling?
problem is like
Pardon?
Are you traveling?
there's no
Not currently. I might have to go to New York soon, but after vaccination, then I'll feel free to move about the world. Still in what I call my beekeeper suit because I'm a sight when I go in public. I have a mask, my glasses, a shield. Yeah, Joe probably wasn't digging my get up, but I need to do what I need to do.
Because she has the allergies and stuff. She gets the allergies.
Yeah, I have allergies too, so it helped.
Yeah.
It's a twofer for me. It's a twofer.
Yeah, but guys, this is we've extended.
This
Dave,
is great. Nice meeting Cheddar and seeing Van and Dave. You look so good together. You seem like yin and yang.
Ah, so cute.
Oh, man. Thanks so much, Dave. There was a time that Jay.
Oh, look at that.
JR used to wear his hair like that, Dave.
we are the
What the hell? What the hell is it me you're looking for? Listen, guys. We're excited.
That's right. That's my Jerry curl, JC. Jerry curl.
JC, there you go. Back in the day.
I've been asked that quite a bit.
What does it snap on?
People love to ask, like, oh, what do you do to your hair? What are you putting in it? And kids in high school asked me if I had a Jerry curl all the time, and I was like, no, it's natural. Why would I do? No. Natural.
Let your soul glow.
All right, guys.
Get some
love
activator.
you guys, man. Again, man, you guys have a blessed Easter, and a big shout out to everyone, man. 2 weeks from now, we do this again. And Dave, thanks so much, man, for coming in and showing us the natural, woo,
natural. Oh my God!
Guys,
The computer, it's moving.
bye.
All right, bye-bye.